Imagine yourself for a moment surrounded by a noisy crowd of people laughing, talking, and sharing. Yet you feel completely alone, as if you were on a deserted island. You try to make contact, to socialize, but it seems that between you and other people there is a silent barrier that simply cannot be overcome. How often have you experienced this feeling? Have you ever felt lonely even in a room full of people? Maybe you wonder, what is wrong with me? Why do these simple things that come so naturally to others, making friends, building deep relationships, seem like an impossible task for me? But what if this loneliness could actually be a sign of something deeper, something universal? What if your feelings of isolation are not a burden, but rather an indication of a greater purpose that many may not realize? It's not just introversion or shyness, it's about a calling, a universal whisper that tells you that you are meant for more. Sometimes that means walking a path that few others can walk beside you. Your unique energy and spiritual depth may make you incomprehensible to most people, but it speaks to your exceptionalism. The light scares people because it reveals truths that many would rather hide. Today we're going to dive into exploring why the chosen ones, perhaps like you, are often lonely. Not because there is no love around them, but because their path requires solitude in which deep growth and connection to the universe occurs. Your solitude is a time for inner healing and self-discovery, preparing you for a great mission. So if you've ever felt alone, misunderstood, or out of place, this video will help you figure out why that's the case. Let's explore together the 8 reasons for this solitude and how it shapes you into the person the universe intended you to be. This journey is your chance to become who you are meant to be and achieve your true purpose. Let's begin. The first reason is an energetic imbalance. Chosen ones often feel that their energy attracts a lot of people around them. This energy is like a bright light in the night, attracting those around them like moths to a flame. However, not all of these people can match their vibration, which creates an energy imbalance and leads to exhaustion. When you are surrounded by people who are not on the same level as you, it can cause a constant feeling of fatigue and tension. Close people, whether family, friends, or partners, can unconsciously feed off your positive energy without offering the necessary reciprocity in return. In such relationships, the chosen ones often find themselves in the role of donor, which can lead to emotional burnout. This constant energy drain prevents them from maintaining deep and lasting connections. They feel that their strength is drained and they are unable to reach their full potential and fulfillment. It is important for the chosen ones to find someone who can invest their energy in a balanced way. This is not an easy task. Such a partner must not only admire their light, but also contribute to the energetic balance by supporting them on a spiritual and emotional level. They prefer to be alone rather than in a relationship that does not nourish them properly. This choice of solitude is often conscious and focused on maintaining inner peace and harmony. In the process of seeking harmonious relationships, the chosen ones learn to set boundaries and understand who they want in their environment. They realize that quality relationships require reciprocity and respect for their uniqueness and energetic needs. This is the only way they can create connections that not only support them, but also help them grow and develop. This awareness allows the chosen ones to avoid toxic relationships and seek true harmony and balance in their lives. They realize that loneliness is not a weakness, but an opportunity for spiritual growth and strengthening their energetic strength. The chosen have a spiritual and emotional depth that most people cannot fathom or understand. Their inner world is filled with wisdom and intuitive insights, which often makes them special and misunderstood in the eyes of others. They can inspire and support those around them, but when it comes to getting help, things change. Chosen ones often need deep inner work to find strength and motivation, as few people are able to offer the same level of support and understanding. Their unique abilities and perceptions require a special approach and deep understanding that is often lacking in those around them. This leads to feelings of isolation despite outward success. They may be surrounded by many people, but feel alone due to their inability to receive the same depth of support that they themselves provide. Paradoxically, the more the chosen ones help others, the less they receive in return. Their inner strength and ability to inspire is often taken for granted, which reinforces their feelings of loneliness. The chosen one's need for support and understanding forces them to learn to trust their inner strength and find other enlightened souls who can offer quality support. This search for like-minded souls and spiritual allies helps them cope with feelings of isolation and find balance. The chosen ones realize that true support comes from those who are truly able to understand them on a deep level and share their values and worldviews. In the process of this search, the chosen ones develop their inner strength and self-sufficiency. They realize that their path is unique and requires special understanding and support that only those who are also on a path of spiritual growth can offer. This helps them strengthen their connection to themselves and the universe, finding comfort and strength in their inner wisdom. Being chosen often means carrying deep wounds from past experiences and childhood traumas. These wounds create emotional blockages that make it difficult to form close and meaningful relationships. Emotional scars left by traumatic events affect behavior and perception of the world by influencing the subconscious mind. During spiritual transformation, the chosen ones may encounter surfacing memories that need to be healed. The spiritual awakening process often activates old wounds that need attention and healing. These memories may arise suddenly, triggering strong emotional reactions. Those who are chosen must accept this process as part of their journey, realizing that healing is necessary for their continued growth. Solitude provides space for introspection, allowing wounds to be transformed into wisdom and strength. In solitude, the chosen ones can delve deeper into their emotions, exploring the causes of their blockages and working to overcome them. This time allows them to do the deep inner work necessary to free themselves from the past. Without distractions and external pressures, they can focus on their inner healing and growth. This process can be difficult and lonely, but it is necessary for spiritual growth. The chosen ones must realize that healing is not only a release from pain, but also an opportunity to transform it into a source of strength and wisdom. Overcoming inner wounds helps them become more resilient and aware, which ultimately improves their ability to build meaningful relationships. Healing inner wounds also opens the door to greater emotional and spiritual freedom. The chosen ones learn to forgive themselves and others, freeing themselves from the weight of the past. This process allows them to see the world from a new perspective filled with understanding and compassion. High standards. The fourth reason for high standards. The chosen ones have a high energy and vibration, and their partners must be at the same level for the relationship to be harmonious. The high vibrational frequency of the chosen ones requires that their surroundings and loved ones are also on a similar energy wave. This is not just a preference, but a necessity to maintain inner balance and harmony. They cannot settle for superficial or relationships with people who do not share their spiritual and emotional depth. The chosen ones seek authentic and deep relationships where everyone involved is able to understand and support each other on a deep level. Superficial connections not only fail to fulfill their needs, but can also cause feelings of dissatisfaction and frustration. Finding deep compatibility takes time and patience. The process can be long and arduous, as it is not easy to find someone who shares their values and spiritual views. The chosen one understands that a quality relationship requires mutual understanding, respect, and a common goal. During the waiting period, the chosen focus on their own growth and development in preparation for a fulfilling and balanced relationship. They use this time for self-discovery, working on themselves and strengthening their connection to the universe. This allows them to become more aware and prepared for future relationships. Self-work during this period includes meditation, spiritual practices, and self-discovery. The chosen ones learn to better understand their needs and desired qualities in a partner, which helps them further attract the right person into their lives. They realize that to create a harmonious relationship, they must first find harmony within themselves. The standards of the chosen ones help them avoid superficial and insincere relationships. They realize that it is better to be alone than in an unhappy or toxic relationship that can negatively affect their spiritual development. This allows them to conserve their energy and channel it into positive and creative endeavors. When you become chosen, the universe has a great purpose for your life. This purpose may be related to spiritual development, personal growth, or an important mission that you must fulfill. Preparation for this purpose often includes periods of isolation, as you are being shaped and perfected to fulfill an important destiny. These periods of solitude are not accidental. They are intentional and necessary for your growth. These periods of solitude are intentional to strengthen your connection to the divine, enhance your skills and independence. During these periods, you can feel a strong connection to higher powers, receive spiritual insights, and find answers to important life questions. Solitude allows you to focus on personal and spiritual growth, prepare for the next chapter of life, and find emotional independence. The chosen ones realize that their solitude is not a punishment, but an opportunity for deep self-discovery and development. During this time, they can get to know themselves better, explore their abilities, and strengthen their spiritual practices. These periods help them develop the resilience and fortitude needed to fulfill their great mission. Solitude also provides an opportunity to develop new skills and improve existing ones. This time can be used to learn meditation, study spiritual texts, and other practices that help strengthen one's spiritual and emotional foundation. The chosen ones can devote this time to developing qualities that will help them better fulfill their mission and serve others. In addition, solitude helps one find emotional independence. The chosen learn to be self-sufficient and find inner peace independent of external circumstances. This quality helps them remain strong and confident no matter what challenges come their way. Preparing for a great purpose also involves understanding and accepting one's role in the world. The chosen ones realize that they have an important mission and are willing to accept that responsibility. They realize that their path may be difficult, but they are willing to move forward knowing that each step brings them closer to fulfilling their destiny. Deep wounds from the past are another reason why the chosen ones may feel alone. Past traumas and emotional suffering leave scars that do not fade easily. These scars can be the result of painful relationships, family conflicts, or life struggles that have left a deep mark on the soul of the chosen one. These wounds can lead to mistrust and insecurity in relationships, causing the chosen one to protect themselves and avoid further disappointments. The process of healing these wounds is complex and requires a lot of time and effort. Emotional traumas do not go away and can resurface again, requiring attention and work on oneself. Solitude provides a space to work on oneself, but it is also a period of vulnerability and introspection. Chosen ones often find themselves in a situation where they need to do deep introspection and face their fears and pain. During this period, they learn to accept their wounds and transform them into a source of strength. Healing from past wounds is necessary to attract a partner who can understand and respect their emotional depth. The healing and relationship processes may be superficial and not meet their needs on a deep level. The chosen ones realize that healing is not an overnight process, but a long journey to inner peace and harmony. They realize that in order to build healthy relationships, they must first heal their inner wounds. This process involves forgiveness, letting go of the past, and accepting themselves for who they are in solitude. They find strength and wisdom to help them deal with life's challenges and find ways to heal. This period can be difficult, but it is also a time of deep self-discovery and personal growth. The chosen ones learn to trust themselves and their inner strength, which helps them attract people into their lives who truly understand and support them. Depth of soul is the seventh reason. The chosen one's depth of soul can be both their strength and their weakness. Their wisdom and understanding, their ability to see beyond the surface level, their desire for truth, and their deep sense of empathy can be intimidating to those who have not reached this level of awareness. Their ability to penetrate beyond the veil of appearances and understand the true motives of others makes them unique and sometimes even intimidating to those around them. These people are able to see what is hidden from the eyes of most and sense energies that go unnoticed by others. Their ability to see beyond the surface and understand the motives of others makes people feel insecure. Many people prefer not to reveal their real feelings and thoughts, and the chosen ones with their deep perception and intuition can cause them to feel vulnerable and insecure. This makes it difficult to form meaningful connections and makes it difficult to fulfill their emotional and spiritual needs. They can't settle for superficial conversations and empty interactions. They need relationships where they can openly share their thoughts, feelings, and experiences, knowing that they are understood and accepted for who they are. Their passion for truth and desire for deep understanding may seem excessive to those around them. Many people are not ready or willing to delve into such deep thoughts and discussions, preferring to stay on the surface where everything seems safer and more predictable. This often leads to the isolation of the chosen ones, as they cannot find those who are willing to share their level of awareness and pursuit of truth. The depth of the soul of the chosen ones makes their path unique and challenging. They often face misunderstanding and even resistance from those around them, which can cause feelings of loneliness. However, it is this depth that allows them to reach the heights of spiritual development. It is important for the chosen ones to find similarly deep and aware people in order to create meaningful and supportive relationships. These relationships not only fulfill their emotional and spiritual needs, but also help them feel understood and accepted. Chosen ones often find it difficult to accept their uniqueness and otherness. This uniqueness manifests itself in their thoughts, actions, and perception of the world, which can cause feelings of isolation and loneliness in a society where norms and standards dictate behavior. Being unique can be difficult and is not always welcomed. Accepting oneself requires inner strength and confidence. Chosen ones often feel an inner conflict between the desire to be accepted by society and the desire to remain true to their true selves. This tension can lead to a period of introspection and doubt, where loneliness becomes an inevitable companion. Modern society tends to follow certain norms, and the chosen ones who go beyond these norms often face misunderstanding and even rejection. However, it is this very otherness that makes them special and gives them the opportunity to make a unique contribution to the world. Loneliness can be the result of a conflict between the desire to be accepted and the desire to stay true to oneself. Finding like-minded people can help you cope with isolation and build confidence in your role. Finding people who share their views and values can make the path of the chosen ones much easier. Such like-minded people help create a supportive community where one can be themselves without fear of judgment. Embracing one's own uniqueness requires deep self-knowledge and building inner strength. The chosen learn to see their uniqueness not as a burden, but as a gift that they can use to achieve their goals and fulfill their mission. This helps them stay true to their mission and find joy and fulfillment in their unique role. Conclusion: in the lives of the elect, loneliness and isolation are often unavoidable companions. But it is in these moments that they find strength and wisdom. Solitude is not a burden, but an opportunity for deep introspection and spiritual growth. It is a time when the chosen ones can fully immerse themselves in their thoughts, realize their uniqueness, and accept their mission. Every obstacle, every difficulty on the path of the chosen ones is a step towards their great goal. They learn to see the light even in the darkest moments and find strength within themselves. Their path is not easy, but it is filled with meaning and purpose that transcends the personal and touches the common good. Remember that your loneliness is not a weakness, but a source of strength. It is a time when you can become the best version of yourself and prepare to accomplish great things. Don't be afraid to be unique. Don't be afraid to follow your own path. You are here with a special mission, and the universe supports you every step of the way. Embrace your uniqueness. Appreciate your solitude and use this time to grow and learn. Let your inner luminary guide you to truth and harmony. You are not alone. Your loneliness is only temporary, and there are amazing discoveries and meaningful connections ahead of you. Continue on your path. Believe in your